recording. Okay. It's all good. Let me bring the chat over. Chat. You me, huh?
You me.
Oops. Okay. That. Okay. Let me pull up tab over here. And for people watching on stream, I did finish the Rakan guide, so check that out. I'm about to post that up here in just a second. I just wanted to go ahead and get started. Oops. That. Misfortune, huh? Now, do I want to do... I still like... Oh, I need to do a zombie ward if I'm doing Ingenious. I forgot about that. Okay, so it's like Lucian middle, probably. Oh, he trying to troll. Alright. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so I think that's good to go. Oh, could change up my ward skin. I haven't done that in a while. Do Sleepy Boro. Bit. Hey, what's up, Deshane?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
There we go. Trying to do too much on my alt screen. I was trying to post up the Rakan guide and everything. Alright. So we're trying out a, probably going to do Locket Redemption. Could also do Shirelia's. But I think Locket's going to be a lot better against Fiddlesticks. But I really love the Ingenious build. They have nerfed it somewhat.
Oh, we going?
I guess that's what it looks like. Delayed invade.
Nothing
Nice.
We cheesing. Yeah, Yumi should not have dropped off. Thresh is actually very good on Yumi because if you CC her, then she can't jump back on, and your fillet also counts. She did hop off. I mean, she did save the Lucian, I guess, and her by hopping off and eating that hook, but...
Ugh. I really need level 3. Uh-oh, I'm gonna kill him right here.
Oh, it's on.
An enemy has been slain.
He done goofed.
Uh-oh. Fiddle. Damn.
If you can CC her. Well, if she jumps off to try to auto attack.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Fiddle's right there. Need to body block
They
those
mad.
W's. Oh, they mad? Jin doesn't have any mana. Oof. I don't think I would have killed her if I flayed her, but that max range, like behind the back flay, is.
She's playing topside a lot. Italy.
Oh yeah.
Should be playing bot. I mean,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, when Dragon's up, especially. But I mean,
especially
maybe,
because I'm winning. You guys aren't doing too bad. It's like, come on.
yeah. Agree. Well, do I want? Yeah. Guess we'll go with this.
Lucius missing.
Okay. Next patch should definitely be Ionians, I feel like, on Thresh, but we'll see. CDR is just so good on him because of how it scales with his hook. But the extra movement speed does help with rotations. Mobies can be very good too, it's just they're a little more expensive.
Oh.
should have just run up and flash blade him probably. Oh, how did he not take a shot? Come on. Hey, thanks for the sub. Or is that a donation? Thanks for the donation.
Lucian's coming down.
Okay. Yeah, I just had to dance around because I didn't want him to kill me. That's what happens when she comes bottom. I knew fucking Fiddlestick's gonna come. It was classic overstay. Plus. Stupid. We should have just backed after the first plate. Thank you so much for the donation. I can't, I mean...
He ulted, right?
Yeah. Thanks so much, Larnell. Really? I don't know why the hell she ran that way. Hey, thanks, Leo. I appreciate it. It's just like whichever jungler just sits on bottom. That's what I've been saying for years. What's up, King of Nobody? They might be roaming. I doubt it. I think that is back, but Dragon is up. They're probably on Dragon, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Please, bro. Should just let her die. One more hit on the Yumi. Oh, triple. God, they just like completely screwed that up. He doesn't have any mana. I don't think Misfortune's gonna get him though.
She's gonna... Never mind.
She's gonna get debated.
I thought so too.
Eh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, she did.
Yeah.
He's just not the brightest. I got suckered into a couple of these last 2 deaths.
Your team has destroyed
Yeah, he can kill you. Don't know if you noticed, but we've given him almost all 5 of his kills.
They're running it down top.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I mean,
Oh, how did I miss that? I was too busy looking at Italy. Well, I should have switched over to sweeper on my back.
I'm worried about Fiddle. He has got to be looking mid.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, he'd come from top.
He's gonna be by bot side, so I'm gonna. Yeah, Fiddle's right there.
Yeah, I mean, we got bot side totally warded, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of hanging towards the end of the jungle.
Bless.
This comes only in the moment before.
Rampage.
Jen's coming.
Flash for that. This makes sense.
Nah, not with Fiddle there. He flashed too, yeah.
Oh my god, nice job.
Fiddle's probably gonna be around there. I mean, obviously.
Lucian is heading towards bot.
Okay.
Is a gift I learned from the living.
Okay.
So Fiddle's right there. Oh, that's not Fiddle. Ready for the ult over the pit?
I don't think he's gonna be there in time. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, we had him cut off.
That early smite though.
Yeah, that was not good.
Fiddle's right here. I can probably bait it. Yep, I did.
Okay.
I baited him.
Nice. then just redemption after that, I believe. Oh, I need to definitely get sleeper. Should have gotten sleeper way earlier with this build, especially. Yorick doing some work, true. You like looking at Italy, prof? Yeah. Yeah, she's alright. He knows I'm there.
Oh, and Yumi.
Yorick's just gonna take this bottom though. Jin can't handle him.
Oh,
Man.
MF's probably dead.
Yeah. I don't think I gave myself the shield. I'm not sure if that was the place to channel the ult.
An enemy has been slain.
Really? Why would they do that?
They bad.
I like it.
What's up, Kamoy? Damn it, they got that?
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, she killed him.
Oh man, am I dead here? The bait.
The bait. All part of the plan.
Shut down.
Discriminate. All must find
Oh. Fiddle incoming. Missed.
Where did he even ult from? I guess he ulted from like right there or something. I have like almost everywhere on the flanks warded. Except for that one little spot, I guess.
to live is to suffer. To survive is to
Maybe I could have gone Mikhail's instead. I don't know. I think Redemption's still good though. Maybe Mikhail's third. Magic resist. That's what I'm thinking versus that fiddle. Jax is right there. He's about to flank. Or try to clear Dragon, I guess. Or Baron.
Oh, Nidalee.
Bless.
He can inhib and probably help get the drag. We should Baron.
Yeah. He did get Dragon, but it's unfortunate. That's fine, we get Baron. You still believe Moonstone is the mythic for Taric? I think so, but, I mean, maybe it's Locket. I don't know. It's hard to say you should get something that doesn't have some kind of mana regen on it, though. It depends on the kind of fight it is. Moonstone is for longer fights.
Oh, we're just dead here.
Okay, well, he inted for me.
Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah, just back it, back it, back it.
I'm out.
I think it was a good idea, we just did it too slowly. I just don't have the DPS for it yet. No, they're not gonna do it. I don't think. Well, maybe. If Nidalee can just throw spears at him, it's probably enough to deter him. Lucian's not there. Yeah, Moonstone's for longer fights, and it does have the mana, and I feel like you need some kind of mana on him. Locket is very good, obviously, too. It just doesn't have mana. Well, I mean, that just makes... I mean, that does double down at what he's already good at. I mean, Locket does buy you time so that your ult actually goes off before people die. So, I don't know. I think they're both probably pretty good. Locket's not reduced by grievous wounds, also. Locket is definitely something I'm looking at a lot more on chance, because it, like... The damage blocked in a lot of games is pretty significant. He's gonna be, like, right there.
About to get this turret mid.
Okay. Yo, what up, Matt?
I saw the Fid ulting. I was like, nope.
Nice. Yeah, that's the one way we lose. Like, even in this game, it's already, do I have to, I think I combine those numbers, because the block doesn't count as the consecration damage reduced. So I think that's like over 3,000, and I haven't even really used it that well. I've died at the beginning of so many fights. The Eocene crest was...
Oh yeah, you guys got camped. They camped, or the Fid camped to them hard for.
Yeah. I mean, Nidalee did, we did level 2 cheese
Right.
kill him. So it's not like
dude.
Nidalee didn't come down there too. We just were, we just mismanaged the fiddlesticks. But yeah, we did get camped, but it was about an equal amount of, a lot of traffic bottom both ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely could have managed our situation a little better. Okay, I've almost got, let me just post up real quick, guys, this Rakan guide. I've got it uploaded, and I promised Smokey I would have that done today for him. Let me just grab this real quick, and then we'll get moving. Um, oh crap. Manage video. And I'm gonna do a probably an updated tier list maybe tomorrow, just kind of halfway through this patch since it's really long till the next patch. Well, not really long, but you know, it's gonna be a couple weeks. What's that noise? Is that the dryer? I guess. Weird. Oh wait, not that. Okay, one last thing. I can go ahead and put us in queue here. Dang it, PicMonkey's not using Flash anymore. It makes me sad. Oh, I got rid of... Oh, I got rid of all the coaching. Okay, I'm gonna have to find another Rakan picture then. It's not too hard. This takes a second here. Yeah, I just got started using using PicMonkey back in the day because it was free when I first started making my YouTube video. Then they started charging like 40 bucks a year. But I was just so invested in it. I was just like, whatever, I don't want to learn a new software, which is what they're hoping for. So I stuck with it, but now they're getting rid of Flash. So, and Flash just lets me design it all online and then just download it after that. And I think they're making it all cloud or something. I don't like the new look of it, so I might be looking for a different one. I know there's free software you can use as well. Other free software options. But once I get something that's just working, I just don't want to mess with it. Yeah. It's kind of like I'm gonna finally have to learn how to use the course management software at my school. They're just stepping up their online game. Using, it's kind of like Blackboard. It's not Blackboard, but it's got all these options, and they've got some new assistant directors of composition and things like that that are really tech savvy, that are like really pushing this new tech move, which is good. But I'm like, damn it, that means I have to step my game up too. Come on, you guys. Just let me use my Google Docs in peace. What's that? Did I not just get a box? Oh, we'll go with the green. Yeah, that looks good.
You used to be cool.
All right.
Ooh, we're going against the Ezreal, huh?
Oh my god.
It's alright, it's gonna be the godlike
I was
Ezreal, so.
meant to say, it's gonna be the one good Ezreal on the server.
Right. What are you going?
What Thresh? I might just do Just do Rakan.
Okay. I was thinking about going Yone, but I don't want all BAD.
Let's do Rakan into Kane. Khan's decent, Ezreal too. As far as engaged champs go. I don't like to see that.
I don't mind going against that mid. Ew, Camille.
Okay, we'll post up. I think I got this Rakan guy done. And then I'll catch up with the chat, sorry. This finalizing. Trying to post this up really quickly. I posted up 2 videos earlier, but then I fell asleep before this uploaded.
I made it to the fantasy football finals, so.
Nice. You squaring off against your wife?
No, I was squaring off against Jeff and I beat him.
Nice. Taking him down.
Got my wife into fantasy football, I'd say 2 or 3 years ago, and she's beat me every year but this year.
Nice.
I hate to admit that, but it happened.
That's a proud moment. You got a cool wife.
Yeah, I helped her out, you know, the first 2 years. Then this year I kind of let her do her thing because I was tired of getting beat.
Okay, what? Okay, it's Pike. Should we have armor? Do we need double armor? It's also Kane, so let's go with double armor. And yeah, we'll take bone plating. Okay. Oops. Give me more than that. Give me plus element. Playlist. That. Give me another element. Hold up. Hold on, League. Don't load fast. Let someone be on Windows 95.
Oh, it's gonna be loading fast.
That's for a specific viewer. Okay. It's easy. Add card. Of course.
Yeah, we got like insta in the game.
Of course. Okay. I think okay, this should be good. Public. Publish. Okay. Alright, Rakan Guide's up. Double tab it, please, if you're gonna watch it. I know I'm siphoning viewers away from the stream by doing that. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I tried being good, but evil just brings out the sparkle in my eyes.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Any word if LP will be fixed for the regular season? I don't know. They haven't really commented on it. The thing is, like, because they got rid of the promotion series, then it's not gonna be good. I'm just running. We're outnumbered. If we were all there, I could have W and knocked them all up, and maybe we win. Maybe. But Kaisa wasn't there. So I'm not sure. I think so. I think it's just gonna. It said that it wasn't gonna reset everyone too hard in the preseason though, which means the LP might be upside down. I think it's probably just temporarily. Once you play enough games, it probably normalizes. But I think they put everyone on a penalty to try to drop everyone a little bit early on, so that it wouldn't be like a huge inflation. Yeah, we get it, Riven. You're behind.
She wants to let everybody know, though.
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna mute this girl.
I would.
Kane's top side, he's at his race.
Okay. So we'll see. I think they have said that they were gonna change it to make it better. What is she getting? Just tier, probably. His boots? You're backing for boots? Jesus. Oh, I guess I am too. I don't know if that's worth. Maybe for tier. I mean, she had enough for tier. I don't understand why we'd give up lane priority over boots. We weren't even that low.
An ally has been slain.
It's not that I completely lost my sense of hope. It's that the light inside me died a long time ago, leaving a dark, very good-looking soul. Used to be a square. Then I embraced the darkness. Woohoo!
Maybe for the hook. Why did Yumi build Mikhail's there? Makes no sense. Yeah, it was probably for my Thresh hook last game. She gets plus healing and shielding out of that too. Jin was also the ADC, right? And he doesn't do very well with Staff of Flowing Water or Ardent Censer. He's pretty bad with both of those items, so she probably just thought Mikhail's is going to be a better use of money. And in theory, it maybe would have been. I didn't see her ever use it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but
Perfection doesn't exist.
it's hard to hit both of these guys with the W.
Oh,
Wait,
he's-
why did Kaisa just pop heal? The fuck? Was she typing?
An ally has been slain.
God, well, that was a huge cooldown.
Whew! Darkness is the new hotness.
I don't know why she healed. They're gonna be coming over here, obviously.
I do what I want. No,
Please don't get hooked, and of course she gets hooked. Dead, probably AFK now.
Ally has been slain.
woo! Being bad just feels so good.
Would have been handy to have that heal. As soon as you see someone rush tier 2 boots bottom and it's not Callista, you know there's something special going on.
Living the dream.
I mean, if we were low or something, it's like, okay, but I don't know, they were lower than we were. I'm pretty sure it was at least close.
Universe tends towards chaos.
Spike's mid.
You know,
Spike's coming back bot.
yeah, he's got Mobies. He's probably gonna keep roaming. There's King too.
I wouldn't be surprised if this Riven AFKs.
Yeah, that's about what it's looking like. All right.
How do the Star Guardians see anything? Their sparkles are so darn sparkly.
to get early boots and just see if we can, for the CDR, and to see if we can get some powerful ults.
Shut down.
He gonna
Wow,
he might
okay.
pop 6 here soon. Fuck. God, I got baited so hard.
Shit.
Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I thought he'd already used his flash.
Self-control is for starters.
It's just his E.
I'm gonna come bot.
God. Yeah, if you didn't get hit by that, we would have been able to turn it. Now they're gonna run. As soon as I hit 6.
Most good guys are just kidding.
So Ezreal E'd, so he E'd to dodge my initial W, and then he E'd again to dodge Kai'Sa's. I thought she R'd in. Yeah, that heal would have, she actually died with heal there too, again. But yeah, a heal would have made a huge difference in 1 or 2 of these deaths.
Hey, you got Kais or Kane and Annie right here.
Has been slain.
I'll go with you.
We got the classic Trinity Ezreal here.
But it is less complicated.
It's so hard to catch both of them though.
Oh my. Oh wow.
Yeah, someone's gonna be coming. Okay, Annie and whoever are both middle. Jesus. I'll save that. Oh shit. I didn't need to ignite. The last tower shot was gonna kill him. I just didn't want him to flash and then heal out of a wall or something. If I would have flash E'd the
Forget my name, just call for the Lord of Darkness. Prince of Evil.
Yi, maybe he lives there. I thought he was, honestly, he burned out while he was an alpha. If he didn't die while he was an alpha, I think maybe I save him there, but
My cloak is woven from the whispers of star fields. The secrets of the
oof.
set of
And then everyone's bot. How? Wait, who was middle? Oh, Annie was middle and then she just ran bottom.
18.
I'm just gonna.
Alright,
She's just gonna run.
she's got it stunned.
Yeah, and I don't know where top is either.
Turret plating will soon fall.
You got Pike trailing you.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's what we needed.
We all stayed together there.
Goon squad. Shh, is dead. Okay. Whew. I got spooked on that one. Oh, that bear's coming at me.
Oh,
I'm so low I can't. I don't think. I was within Pike execute range, I'm pretty sure. Okay, you got out though. She's just dead. She just had no clue what was going on. Like, wait a minute, people have been fighting all around me for 2 minutes? I think I'll sit here and see if I can take this tower from 75% down to
yeah.
0.
More dark matter?
Okay, they should all die though, right? Wait, where the hell did Pike go? Oh shit. There's Camille.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Dragon's gonna be up too. I don't know how Pike got out of there, how I died and Pike got out.
Stars are just sad, lonely light bulbs floating in space.
Riven probably is still paying. Hey guys, her lane came in with first blood, so therefore she's completely validated for, you know, going 1-5 versus 9-1.
Yep.
Camille. The lane's lost.
FF.
There's nothing she could do about it. She had to die those 4 times.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I do what I want. No Stargate.
Oh, here's Kaisa again.
An ally has been slain.
Like, how did she even get there?
I don't know.
Being bad.
Now they're all gonna come over here.
She's not.
Boring.
Probably should take those race, huh?
Yeah.
Living the dream.
I don't have my cooldowns.
Oh,
If I had my cooldowns, I think we win that, but I just used my cooldowns on you for the raids.
right.
Ironically. It's pretty brutal. That would have been 2 or 3 kills for Yi. That was bad.
Your turret has been destroyed.
It's like, dude, the trick where you clear that is you hit a minion and you alpha all of them, not you alpha onto one of them. What is Kaisa? Okay, she's got some items.
I don't apologize for doing my thing. Dancing between the rules.
Holy sh! I didn't even see him. I just can't hit wards in enough places. Why are they bottom? I think we gotta go try to go Ardent here. They're obviously on Baron. Well, it seems like they should be on Baron, but maybe they're not.
That was good up. What?
Yeah, I don't know why he just didn't kill them all. Ezreal just used his E forward on me. Nice, just lost her mind. You're like, what? Yeah, I thought it was about to be something good happening too. And then it's like, nope. And he's got Ludens. Forced her to ult to the back line.
What right in? Oh my gosh.
I saw stars for a second.
I mean, it matters that Riven was behind, but not that much. It doesn't, like... It's not like 50 CS down, you know, 9 kills down matters. Like, there's a way she could have mitigated those losses. post up one more video while this is going. Sure, it was Ban Echo.
You used to be cool.
Huh.
Let's change the world.
We still want, what, Guardian, Font, that, Revitalize, and then, yeah, does Ulti Hunter Ghost Boro? I think her AP ratios are pretty good. I'll go with that. Magic Resist. Now, do I go for Barrier? I mean, Shaco is a problem. We're probably not going to be close enough to Ignite, although we do have Kill Pressure bottom. I guess I'm going to go ahead and Barrier. It just has such good synergy with your W. Seen some people go Locket as well with her, but you gotta have some kind of mana regen, I think. I mean, maybe not for big fights, but Locket would be pretty nice against Shaco and Syndra. because they're, you know, really burst oriented. But I don't know. Moonstone puts up good numbers too. We'll see how it goes. Okay. I mean, what? Oh, I just pulled that over there for no reason. Okay. No, I saw a low pally running Locket, and I think who's like a challenger support. I don't know like why people. I mean, I don't want to advertise other people, but there are some other support content creators that, you know, end up getting, you know, are bigger than I am, that are just like masters or whatever, and he's consistently been challenger, but maybe he just doesn't come up with consistent content. Maybe people just don't vibe with him as well. I'm not sure. I don't watch him a lot.
Vibe.
That's right. But I saw him, you know, doing a Seraphine video, so I was like, okay, I'll check that out. Just trying to see what other people are doing.
She seems pretty strong right now if you can position well with her.
Yeah, she's got a really good team fight.
Yeah.
Okay, you got Dark Harvest Ezreal.
The only thing you really need to worry about is this boy right here.
I don't know about that.
Even in my dreams, I hear
Nidalee seems like she's doing like okay these days. In general, I don't like Nidalee either, but I think she's like all right. This day, now that they nerfed the tanks out quite a bit, it seems like she's kind of viable again. Especially into squishy teams. A lot of teams are running either 0 tanks or 1 tank again in solo queue, so that's where she's gonna shine.
it's harder to stumble on this stage. It sure does hurt more.
Man, they're playing really far back.
Sing it with me.
Gotta be careful for the cheese.
Yeah.
Gotta find the rhythm in the chaos.
Locket plus Redemption can be good, but I don't know. Moonstone plus Redemption is very good too. I probably think just Moonstone's better. I mean, Mandate can also be pretty good with her, but he plays so scared. Oh my god, how did neither one of those hit him? I gotta get used to it. It's such a slender hitbox and it's so slow with your E. Should it go here? I don't know. Oh, we almost got him. Oof. It's close. Yeah, you need the mana, I'm pretty sure.
Haven't hit a soul that wasn't at least a little.
Oh, right there.
Lucian, please step up with me.
First blood. Folks only love a reflection when it is.
Okay, he just entered though, right? Kill this idiot! Kill him! Is he just waiting on his cooldowns?
Tough
Damn it! He gave Shaco time to show up.
People don't always listen.
If like he could have easily just gone into that bush. Like, you know, Ezreal doesn't have his E. He just used it on me. I don't know. Oh, please. It's not going to get into the tower, is it? It's going to have this perfect setup of... Oh my god. That's like the worst wave management possible.
The music will stop. Better dance.
He's like, hold on, Shaco. Where are you on the map? Let me make sure I give you 30 seconds to roll up real quick. It's like, you're respecting that bush too much, man. Ezreal doesn't do enough damage early where you have to respect that. Because he just used every cooldown on me. Jesus.
Gotta keep moving with the music.
That ward dude at race gave me that kill.
That's right. Nice. Shit. Janna faked me out.
Never heard of it.
Solution plays so far back. Anything. God bless, man. Who's playing Ezreal? Is it us or them?
I want to see all of you on.
I thought they were the ones playing Ezreal.
What?
After we found it.
I mean, we've got it warded. You can't play that safe. No, he's not playing smart. I mean, he's basically conceding the lane, pretty much. Like, if you're just not gonna... Like, there's no reason to play Lucian if you're not gonna do anything. Like, they should not even be able to harass. Like, they're getting to sit here and just trade with me, like, 1v2.
Come for the show, stay for the message.
Really?
Enemy killing.
Nothing better than a good song.
Need to push.
Oh
so I can,
my
like,
God.
rotate or something.
Oh.
Easier to hear someone else than hear yourself.
Lucian was well known for being okay at everything. No, I don't know where you're well knowing that for. He is actually pretty bad. And like, he's good at early game pressure and skirmishing. He's way worse at team fights than most other ADCs. That's why he has like a negative win rate. Almost everyone outscales him. Because he's short range. And he doesn't have very many like AoE abilities. He's got his ult, but
Wonder what I sound like outside my head.
a lot of other ADCs outscale him later on. And Ezreal played correctly as one of those.
Follow my voice.
Like, you have to, like, Ezreal's bad because he doesn't do anything early. For the most part. If you just give him a free lane, like, he'll do some stuff later, you know? Yeah, Kraken is good on Lucian. He's okay, but like we should be crushed. It's Janna Ezreal. Like, how do we lose this lane as Lucian Seraphine? Shit, we're about to get
We please kill her? Or not?
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
I mean, there's zero excuses for losing the lane as Lucian versus like Janna Ezreal is almost literally the most passive lane you could draw up in the early game.
Everyone's got their own use. Mine's everything.
Like, the only way you should lose that is if you have a super passive support, which I'm not. Like, I'm 10 times more aggressive than he is in this lane right now. He's not even trying. Like, you have to go up, and every time... Ezreal was scared, too. Like, if you watch how Ezreal was reacting to me in the early game, I had him pushed off the wave by myself, like, since level 1. He was playing back and farming with Qs.
Nice.
I ended up eating too much harass doing that over time because Lucian's just literally sitting there, and I can't fully 1v2 as Seraphine. He's just not even like attempting to trade.
Everyone fights to be heard. I'll fight to listen.
It is difficult to hit the Janna with Swiftness boost with anything though. God, Nidalee's 0-5.
People don't always listen, but that's no reason to keep quiet.
Okay.
You've all been a wonderful audience. Thank Music helps you keep your head up.
Cool, Scott. Sounds very generous.
We fight for our lives every day. Every one of us.
Enemy
Yeah, it might dive me here. It's just an embarrassment. But it is what it is. I mean, you can donate anything you want. You can refurbish it and it can just get basic internet. I mean, a lot of computers can at least get basic internet. Holy crap.
Ready to rock. Moving with the music.
Lucian, can we please kill this Janna? Holy shit. So annoying. Now, they've got all of this warded in here now. Lucian's just let them step up and ward up the whole jungle. Well, that's their jungle now. I'm with you, Tony, man. I mean, I don't know. At the risk of
For the show, stay for the message.
starting a conversation, I probably shouldn't start in the chat, man. I would rather, you know, be around a girl that's got a little experience than a virgin. Virgin just doesn't sound like that'd be a lot of fun.
Hear the world in my voice.
Oh,
Thanks, bruh.
the shield coming in.
Oh my god. Still got her.
Nice. Damn, I got blown up though.
I am the win con.
That's right. No offense, obviously, to any virgins or people that like having sex with virgins out there, but
Think they want to hear more.
different strokes for different folks, I guess. Can you get an experienced virgin? I mean, yeah. Depends on how you're defining virginity.
Something I've lost. One day, I'll catch it in a song.
What has chat become? He just walked in.
Chat's got the dirty minds going
It's
on.
it's
right now.
devolved into Twitch chat. It's all we talk. All we talk about now is my OnlyFans. I mean, all of this is gonna be warded. That Janna is warding everything
Oh, I
up.
really wanted to go on that Jaina. She is squish.
Oh yeah. But she's gonna have everything warded because her team's positioning to help her ward. Lucian just, I don't even know. He's ripped the ball a few too many times for this game. Kill yourself killing him. No, I got you. I got that.
Mine's everyone.
The saying.
Easy
Never heard
Scion.
What? There's always someone around this neighborhood that's just like revving, like just drag racing out in the road, just out of nowhere, like all times a day.
You got heal?
No, I got a couple of seconds on it. I don't do shit.
Scion, protect me.
Gotta have my grinder and my OnlyFans all set up. Drag racing me here, Toyota Camry. I don't know what kind of cars they have. They're just like old. They look like old beater cars down the road, old hoopties, but I don't know. We live in an interesting neighborhood.
Ow.
If I try.
I have to give that one up too.
Yeah, that little jungle chase there. I guess we should have gotten out. They're just all so spread out.
I probably need to go for death cap, right?
Probably, yeah.
I was thinking void, but I'll go death cap.
Yeah, they don't have that much.
They don't have a whole lot
presence.
of MR.
Especially if you've got a lot of. If you're getting paid, it's good.
Ugh, man.
Sound like outside my head.
I'm not chasing that.
Of course, it's the Lucian. Guys,
Oh,
I'm really
I'm going.
terrible. Can I just like, can we just FF so I can go back to Minecraft?
gosh, Jaina. Go Scion, go Scion, go!
All of you on stage.
Go staff of flowing water or redemption. I think I just go staff.
Don't mistake me for my lyrics.
Maybe Ardent?
I think I'll probably just go staff. Arden is good, but
I like Ardent.
I didn't know that specific. I knew it was based on something else. Black Falcon. I didn't know that it was.
I hear you say.
I didn't know it was a board game. I thought it was like books or something, or like tabletop or something. I guess tabletop maybe is. Can I be a simp even if I'm married? Sure. I'm sure there are a lot of simps out there that are married.
Never heard of it.
I mean, you can. Is it moral or ethical? I guess it depends on what kind of simping you're doing. If your wife figures out you donated $5,000 to your OnlyFans friend, you know, some wives might have a problem with that, but some maybe not. Maybe they've got some OnlyFans friends. No way she gets out of this, right? Holy, what the shit? Okay, no, how does he get away with that shit? It's so bad.
Oh my god.
An ally has been slain.
Jeez, the freaking Shaco just came out of nowhere. Blew me up. Murdered the second day.
Forgotten the words. Death as we can to feel alive.
You can't donate more than $5 to Pokimane? Does she have a limit now? Dude, I don't know the whole controversy with that, but if people want to freely give their money for anything of their own volition, as long as there's not, like, explicit false advertising, then whatever, man. I mean, people spend money on dumb stuff all the time. Or stuff that other people think is dumb.
Scion. Or just like all.
I think it's dumb to spend $300,000 on a Ferrari or whatever. People do that. So it's just whatever, however people want to spend their money, man. They earned it. They can spend it however they want to spend it, as long as it's not illegal and under false pretenses. Damn it. I'm gonna get cut off. I mean, Shaco is top, so I guess we have a 4v5, but...
Damn.
Nothing better than a good song.
Anyone see that Twitch girl streaming her OnlyFans on Twitch by mistake? No. I think someone, the Quartering or someone, was talking about it. He's always complaining. So I don't get it, man. It's like if girls want to make money doing whatever. I mean, I get like the no porn or whatever on Twitch, but I think like people just give girls on Twitch too hard of a time where there's just dudes that give them money. It's like there's dudes that give Tyler 1 money all the time too. No one's complaining about that. It's just a bunch of haters, man. It's like, yeah, they're gonna get noticed. They're gonna get more views because they're hot or whatever. That's welcome to life. That's not just in Twitch. That's in everything.
My god, dude, in Italy.
Welcome to life. Being attractive has perks. Has perks as a guy too.
Alright. Step in the right direction. I don't know if we can. Oh, they're not on Baron.
I don't know. It's just like, yeah, if if you're just an average guy that is mediocre at a video game and you don't have an engaging, you know, personality, if you're not able to build your audience, yeah, you're not gonna, like, you're not gonna have a following on Twitch. And yes, you can get away with, you know, being a girl and, you know, more easily get like a mid-range following. If you're attracted, but like, it's a double-edged sword.
Oh my god.
Oh my. As I always say,
Jesus.
right? Because you're gonna get attention. Some of it's gonna be good attention that you want, and some of it's gonna be bad attention that you don't want. You're gonna get stalkers. You're gonna get weirdos. You know, that just comes with the territory if that's what you're making your thing out to be. But
Shit. Help.
I don't know. I think a lot of that movement is just driven by people that are just frustrated because they just can't get whatever their goals are, right? Whether it's Twitch or anything else. Having a big sock. It can. Depends on what industry.
Well, I got
you're
my
in.
death cap. I'm really strong. She need to have good and
But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that like the OnlyFans streaming on Twitch is fine.
A reflection when it isn't there.
Like that shouldn't be fine. But I'm thinking that there's just so many people that hate on like these like e-girls as they call them, with like the simp hate or whatever, which is like totally gender bias or whatever. Because like I said, there's Tyler when there's
They're
always
at
people
Baron.
that give money to male streamers as well. Some people might say, well, they're actually good at the game or something. It's like, well, there are plenty that get a lot of money that are not, like, you know, pro. And even then, it doesn't matter. People can give money for whatever. So I don't know. I think
I
it's
don't
just
know
a
what
lot
their
of
team
unfair
is
hate.
doing.
They're just bad. Just don't know what to do because it's mid-game.
Like they should be getting Baron. Like
Chico got away. Yeah, we really need this. Okay, Shaco's giving up on it. Oh, Garen's trying to backdoor. God. I gotta go. Shaco's flanking, but someone's gotta... Is my volume lower than normal? I don't know. I could turn it up. Some people, I think yesterday on stream, said it was too low. Calling me a simp. I don't know. People just... Whatever, man.
I mean, Garen's dead.
Yeah. We have 2 dead too, though. But we can maybe stop. If they're doing it, we can stop them, I think. Well, maybe not.
Have to go on Ez. If we're going.
No, let's just run.
Haven't heard a soul that wasn't at least a little wrong.
I mean, I agree with Mara. That's the funny thing that I always say is it's like people like would lose their mind way more if they saw their, you know, 13-year-old son see a pair of boobs than if someone got decapitated right in front of them. A lot of people would probably rather them see their son watch Saw than, I don't know, like a light nudity R movie. Watch Jerry Maguire or something. With that one like 10-second sex scene early on. I'm not up on the new movies, so I don't know. I remember seeing that movie when I was like a teenager. I was like, oh god. Whoa.
Shaco's pushing bot.
Golly gee. They're naked.
People don't always listen, but that's no reason.
Flash.
We're rotating to you. Oh god. Shaco's pushing bot.
So freaking fast.
Shut down.
Okay. I guess we stalled him out top.
Yeah, we gotta defend this. We gotta do this up. Ezreal's on.
Tia is just 7 ultra That's kinda how
Maybe could have done that a little bit earlier and saved him. I don't know.
Speed me up, speed me up.
Trying.
I'm gonna get him.
Nice. Yeah, but I mean that's off screen though, Death Star. I'm talking about like graphic murder or whatever, but anyways.
What a wonderful audience. Thank you.
Seraphine jungle? Probably not great. I don't know. I don't know if you're asking about it or
Hmm.
yeah, I mean
An ally has been slain.
I think Unity's definitely overdone. I feel like it's less of a thing in Europe, where people just don't care as much in Europe. Is he going on me?
No, he's right here.
Okay. I mean, our face burning. Jaco could backdoor. I can't kill minions though. God, she's 3 and 13. Jesus Christ. I mean, we're in this game somehow, but Lucian's 2 and 9. What the hell's going on?
Between me, you, and Sion, I think we can 3v5. I'm not even kidding.
I hope so. We're gonna need something. It's just it's gonna be so difficult to deal with this Ezreal.
I mean,
There we go.
I'm hitting like a truck right now. I'm full build.
What a bummer.
Shit.
An ally has been slain.
The gunshot or firework game.
all of you on stage.
They're probably on Baron.
Gonna lose the rhythm if I try.
I don't really know why back there. I'm not sure if we can even contest this. I don't know.
I have to stay with the Garen.
Oh, Shaco's trying to sneak it. Yeah.
Breathe with your belly. Hard.
Can you can you beat the Garen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I got him in the back. Oh, except when he TPs like that.
Really so bad.
Coming.
And that's why you don't go Hourglass. Oh, jeez. Shaco.
Respawning soon. Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's like your best game you've had in a long time, but it's like the Nidalee and the ADC died like 25 times or something.
I hope this gets me demoted to gold. I really hope it does.
Why is that? Just to get the suspense out of the way?
Right. Damn it.
I mean, were you at 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was at 15, but then we lost
Yeah.
2 in a row.
You know what? 2 and 12 ADC, and then 3 and 14 jungle. It's 5 and 26. Jesus Christ. All right. Let me see.
I need to play a better champion, I think.
I think Azir can. I mean, I think he can be really well, or can do very well, but cheese is expensive in the U.S. Depends on what kind of cheese. I mean, you can get like just at Kroger like a mixed bag. I don't know how much you'd call it. Like I don't know what the serving is. A couple of pints worth of cheese for like $2 or something. Of like Colby Jack and some other things. Now, if you're talking like brie or some other like, you know, artisan cheese, I feel like not very much, like in the U.S. unless you're in like a huge city. Is very expensive. If you live in the South, I think pretty much everything is cheap relative to the standard of living. Like to other places around the world, some stuff might sound expensive, but a lot of people make more money here than other places around the world too. So
I got my demotion shield expiring.
uh-oh. Two says they should just play Galio. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that Azir is necessarily the problem, like the champion. If you
No,
wanna
I'm just
play other
tilted.
things.
If we're being real, yeah.
I mean, you did get 22 kills, and
Yeah.
we just couldn't put anything together.
Nearly kept dying and just getting caught out, and Lucian wasn't worth a damn, and
Yeah, they're both just really bad. And I mean, it's like Scion can kind of do some stuff. I can kind of do some stuff, but you just needed like, you know, one more person that could just really help carry us through those fights. We just didn't have it. Like, they were all so spread out. I couldn't get like there were only like maybe 1 or 2 fights where I got like a multi-person ult.
yeah. Oh well, keep on playing. Hopefully.
That's true, Black
turn it
Falcon.
around.
Yeah, make more money, but then it all goes to stuff. It's like, it's the freaking deductibles that are ridiculous. Or the, there's just all these little games that they play where it's like, you have to meet the deductible.
You used to be cool.
Like,
Oh,
in the
damn,
past, you know, my wife had to go in for something that was, I don't know, it was like a couple $1,000s, and, you know, we have to pay for that pretty much out of pocket because you have to have like a $5,000 deductible on her plan. Now, if you want to do something that has a lower deductible, then it's going to cost a lot more per month. But that's the little game they play, where you pay a lot per month, and then there's like a yearly deductible. But like, you have to have it. You know, that one year that she had the brain surgery or whatever, you know, if we didn't have medical insurance, it was going to be like $150,000 or something. So we still had to pay like 10, because that was the deductible at the company she was at. But, you know, I mean, you're just bankrupt if anything happens. I think that's the number one reason why people go bankrupt in the U.S. I'm almost positive it is healthcare. What does it mean if a girl tells you to leave her alone on Snapchat but doesn't remove you? I mean, I guess don't bother.
It actually means just keep trying.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I mean, I guess she maybe wants to keep you around as a friend or something, but I don't know. Yeah, I would say just leave her alone. I would say she's trying to be polite and not burn that bridge, so that maybe y'all could still be friends. I don't know how you know her. But that's just a polite way of, you know, trying to... Shit, I think I took Barrier instead of Ignite. It doesn't sound to me like a hard to get kind of thing. I mean, it's so hard to judge these things when you don't know the context, you don't know the person, don't know your relationship with that person. But yeah, I mean, just, you know, right off the bat, it just sounds like, you know, just don't mess with her anymore. What is it, €3 for a 350 gram block of mature cheddar in Belfast? What is €3? That's like $4 or something.
All right.
And I don't know how much. I don't know what 350 grams is in terms of ounces. Is that like 4 ounces or something? I don't know my conversions like super well off the top of my head. It does sound expensive. I don't know, man. America has weird measurement systems. I don't know metric stuff that well. So what? I don't know what a kilogram is to a pound. It's 12 ounces. Okay, so that's like 3/4 of a pound. That's actually probably a pretty good deal, I think. I think our cheese usually, well, like the generic store cheese or whatever, like the just bagged shredded cheese, is usually measured in ounces. Or
I love me some crackers and cheese though.
Maybe I don't know. Sounds more expensive, but Well, I guess she just wants to chill on it then. I don't know. I just leave her alone. Depends on what your intent is. If you're trying to like date her or just trying to apologize or something. Either way, I just let her chill for a little while. Just talk to somebody else. I think in my experience, now this might just be because I'm from the South or whatever, a lot of girls, like, stuff can sound like a soft rejection, or I guess stuff can sound like a maybe, and it's really a polite no. You're like, well, maybe she's thinking this or that. It's like, no, she's saying no. She's just not trying to be rude. But that's a really tough thing, is sometimes a lot of guys will think you're playing hard to get if you're not just rude. And then they think you're, you know, a bitch because you're being blunt. And it's like, well, you have to, or you're just going to get harassed by dudes all the time who just don't get it. So it's not easy to be in the dating scene as a girl, I think. If you're trying to be, like, polite in the South, I guess. Alright, we got him.
2 down.
I didn't really understand that a lot when I was younger. I always thought, and I think most guys think of something, if it's not like a rude no, then it's a maybe. And I used to wish that girls would be more like blunt about it, just like no. But you just gotta interpret the game, man.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta have a little mystery, gotta have a little interpretation in there. And I mean, sometimes people do change their mind. I mean, nobody knows what the hell they want, like, for their entire life. Especially when they're, like, 20 or something, you know what I mean? Or however old, 16. Maybe a girl is not sure. She's like, no for now. Maybe she changed her mind in 2 months. I don't know. Yeah, that's true, too. What Black Falcon is saying, yeah. I mean, in the age of kind of sexual harassment that he's alluding to, you really want to be particularly careful. It's not the 80s anymore, you know, where you can make like stalker songs and stuff like that. If you go back and listen to some of those songs from the 80s, it's just like, oh man. It's like that used to be thought of as romantic. Now it's thought of as a walking lawsuit.
A walking lawsuit. Oh, you're so true. Not funny, but true.
I'm right outside your door, looking in the window. I love you.
I see you.
That's right. All right, get Cliff on the phone. We got some more legislation. Whatever, the lawyer. Get the lawyer on the phone.
Oh my god. Dude, I got no mana. You're just
Yeah,
gonna
don't you
die.
want me? Yeah, I mean, a lot of that's good. Like, it's because it's just like I said, it's just awkward and just weird. And the sad thing, like, it
Just
can
kill
be
bullet.
kind of hard to find straight guys that just want to be your friends, right? They're not interested in dating you, where it's not going to be weird. It's almost always, I feel like, with a lot of guys, not always, but it's always a little weirdness. Like, well, maybe, you know, there's always that implicit maybe we can hook up or something. I think that's a lot of girls like hanging out with gay guys because that's not on the table. A lot of times, so they don't have to worry about it. They can just talk about whatever and not have to worry about that impending, you know, permanent maybe. Now, not every guy's like that. As people get older, I think it's more of a, like, you can actually be friends with a girl without... And some guys can, for sure, but I feel like it's definitely, I think there are a lot more girls that would want to keep something platonic and just have a guy that's a friend, but it's hard to do that. If the guy's dating somebody, that helps, but... It's less likely they're going to try to hook up with you, but... Well, I mean, some girls just play games and stuff like that too. I don't know. Like, it's hard to read out specific situations. Oh shit, I
Vlad's
forgot.
missing.
Totally forgot I didn't have Ignite. Damn, I thought I had Ignite. I ended up using Barrier. That was bad. If I had Ignite, that would have gone a lot cleaner. I didn't mean to take Barrier, by the way, this game. Actually, let me, let's go ahead and get Mobies. Yeah. Oh god. I mean, some girls are into older dudes, man. It just depends. I had a girl, this girl that was like in her 20s that was dating a guy, yeah, it was in her 40s, basically like that. And I mean, that's just, she just liked old guys, man. I don't know. This guy didn't even make any sense, though. I'm like, what does he have what is going on? He must have been packing some heat because he wasn't that attractive. He didn't have money. He wasn't particularly witty or intelligent. I mean, he wasn't a bad guy, but he was just like average. I just remember talking to him at a bar one time, just trying to figure out what's up with this because she was hot. And so I didn't understand. And she was smart. She was witty. So I was like, what is with this dude, man? It wasn't like a religious thing. Sometimes it's like a religious thing. I mean, I could not figure it out. Other than some qualities of him that I did not care to try to find out about. But other than that, I just could not figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I would assume it's a money thing too, and that's fine. I mean, if a girl wants to date an older dude and he's buying her all kinds of cool stuff, sure. I mean, sometimes people think that's bad or exploitative. I'm like, young guys are gonna have sex with them too. Oh, Jesus. God, I forgot about that fucking combo, dude. Lux Jin is so obnoxious. I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It had to be something that was sexual without getting too explicit.
Oh yeah.
But, I don't get it. Or she didn't really do drugs. Could be a drug thing too, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't mind. Girls dating money.
Come on, Ignite, baby. Let's go.
I was kind of a hater when I was younger just because I didn't have the money, but it's like, I mean, there's so many girls out there. It really doesn't matter because some girls, you know, don't. I mean, I feel like there's somebody out there for everybody. If you just look enough. Like, there's just so many different styles of relationships and interests and priorities and stuff like that. It's really not that big of a deal. I don't think. If there's this girl that's just like not into you because you don't meet X criteria, well, whatever. Just go find somebody who's into you. I don't know. Or you know, adjust something if you really want to adjust something. If that's the case, I wouldn't
You
call it
guys are
dating.
doing good, bot. That's good.
That's being a sugar baby, I guess. I mean, yeah, it depends on how we're defining dating too, but that's right. That's right. There's a lot of different strokes for different folks. I've been a lot more chill about that over time. Like I said, when I was younger, I was a bit more of a hater. Oh, why isn't this girl into me? You know, blah blah blah. It's like, I mean, I'm not into a lot of girls that were into me too. Probably a lot I didn't even know. A lot of girls, in general, tend to be a bit more shy than guys, and so there were probably some, you know, quiet girls in my calculus class or something that were into me that I just never even knew about. But I wasn't into them, so I was into, you know, other people. I just wasn't even paying attention. So it's easy to feel like, oh, this girl isn't into me or whatever. It's like that just happens to everybody, man. There's always going to be some people that.
Volibear's putting in that work, dude.
That's right. They're just not. You're not their type.
Double kill.
And it's fine.
Jeez.
Oh my god. How did she die? I just saved you. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about way back in the day, there was actually a really good reason why younger girls dated older guys. You had to fully take care of them. You got to remember, like, women could not get jobs back in the 1600s,
Oh,
even in the
nice.
early 1900s.
I'm coming down here.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Okay. Oh, almost. But yeah, I mean, like, women, like, literally you could not get a job. And so you had to marry guys that had money. And a lot of dudes, young guys, did not have money.
Bro.
Because a lot of money was, you know, inherited. A lot of people just didn't make money on their jobs. Now, this is like kind of middle class or aristocracy. I guess poor people, it was just kind of whatever, but and like it was used as like negotiations and political a lot of times too, because you wanted to tie your family together for better like military power, neighborhoods, money. I mean, it was just like the politics, family politics were real, and they were really important a lot of times too. So that's why you had like these arranged marriages, and there still are some around somewhere today, but you had to have an older guy to take care of you, that had the money to support you. That's why there also was a dowry, and you still see that some where they're like, hey, we will give you whatever 3 goats if you marry our daughter, because people are expensive, because you have to not only pay for the daughter, you have to pay for the kids. And so that's why you would marry, because younger guys just could not afford women. They couldn't afford to pay for the stuff. So it's like the true love thing is really like, I mean, it's like around, but a lot of times it was just not thought of as smart for people to do that type of thing, because it was much more of a political arrangement. God. This guy is so fed. I mean, that's one of the big critiques of Romeo and Juliet, is I think originally it was meant to be almost like a comedy, because it was people who were, and I don't remember all of the exact plot of it. I know it's sinful as a English professor, but is they were going against the wishes of their family, and then all this bad stuff happened because of that. So that was like a huge moral of the story type of thing from back then, was you did not go against your family's wishes on the marriage front, because a lot of times they knew what they were doing way more than you in terms of the politics and people taking care of other people. and things of that nature. Then you had stuff like the Beggar's Opera that was just like marriage is a scam anyways. You just don't ever get married. That was another one though where you would see like a younger guy trying to get at this girl's fortune, which that happened too. That's another reason not to date younger guys, especially if the girl had money. Because back in the day, once you married somebody, the guy owned everything, owned all of your property, if you were a girl. So if you were this young girl, young aristocratic girl, and you married this other young guy, and he turned out to be a hustler, he gets all your stuff. So that's why you almost always wanted to marry up if you were a girl, is because he has more stuff than you. So at least you're not like losing out on stuff. I did, but Romeo and Juliet. No, Romeo and Juliet's like 200 or 300 years before Victorian, man. Like Shakespeare was around 1600. Victorian is 1800s. Cough prenups. Well, there were not prenups back then. It's like a 200-year gap there. That's Renaissance. Shakespeare. I mean, women still didn't have a lot of rights in Victorian era, but it was way better than Renaissance. Jesus, what the hell's going on in this game? We're doing alright, but...
Everyone else is winning.
Bard, what are you doing? Incorrect. Many women held onto their own property. What are you talking about? You talking about in the Western world, especially in England, you're saying that women had their own property in the 1600s and 1700s? You could just divorce somebody and get your property back? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to cite that because you're not gonna be able to. No, this is standard law, dude. Like, that was not changed in England until fucking like 1860s. There was any move on that where women, like, the husband could literally divorce the wife for any reason and get everything. And the wife, it had to be like something extreme. If it was just a light beating every now and then, it wasn't enough. Like, it had to be like gross neglect and things like that. I mean, it's not like I have a PhD in Victorian literature or anything. What do I know? And definitely back in Shakespeare's time. Now, there might be other places around the world that are different. I'm sure there are, but I'm talking like specifically England. And probably most of Europe, probably America, although I don't know the specific stuff as much.
Lux is coming this way.
Jeez, I thought we had more. Yeah, they're all bottom. That's true, Black. Yeah, I do need to finish the dissertation. My wife's always fond of reminding me of that. Now, maybe way back in Roman times or something it was different, but I'm talking specifically Renaissance and Victorian. I mean, I think you could own your property as a woman, but if you were married, then the man got everything. It was extremely rare that a woman would get, that you could even divorce, period, as a woman. I mean, it was just basically doomsday if you ever got a divorce, if a man ever divorced you. because you couldn't get a job most of the time, and he would get all of your stuff, and then a lot of people did not want to marry somebody who had already been married and divorced, because it was so rare. It was thought that you had to be doing something extremely wrong for a man to divorce you. I mean, go read Tess of the D'Urberville. That's like late 1800s by Hardy. Or The Heavenly Twins is another really good one by Sarah Grand. That sort of catalogs this type of stuff. But really, I mean, any Victorian novel that was written by a woman is probably going to touch on these types of things. I mean, I think that one of the best ones is also from the 1700s is Beggar's Opera, which is specifically about a young guy trying to hustle this fairly aristocratic woman into marrying him, and he did this with several women. And so this girl's mother is like, well, God, have sex with him, sure, go out and have fun, but don't marry him, don't be an idiot. That's what she was saying. So it was very contrary to the, you know, popular belief, oh, you got to get married if you're a woman. Is this woman had, you know, her family's money, so you could get your family's money somehow if you were the sole heir. There wasn't a male heir, but Jesus.
Damn.
Well, set him up, but Jen's just too fed. Dude, he's gonna... he's just gonna run through the base. He's so fucking stupid.
An enemy is unstoppable. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I don't know, man. It's very, very difficult to make the argument that men had it worse than women in a lot of history. It's like you did have to do some labor. I don't think it was all, you know, walk in the park, but you had way, way more freedom. Like, so I'm not one of those people that was just like it was a cakewalk for men throughout most of history, but I think it was definitely, at least in many ways, if you're talking freedom, if you value freedom, then men had way, way more freedom. Now, they had arguably more responsibilities to some extent, but that's just the price of freedom. If you're free, then you have responsibilities. But it just depends on what you'd rather do, I guess, as far as like personal preference, but I don't think that if we're talking freedom that that's like subjective. A lot of people would rather have more responsibilities and more freedom, I think. I'd tell you, if you gave a lot of women options back then, hey, would you like to have more freedom and, you know, do some more work or something like that, I'm sure a lot of them would have said yes. Hey, would you like to be able to own something and, you know... Now, it's not that, like, women didn't work at all. They just were not allowed to get, like, formal employment in some places. But, of course, they were doing a lot of, you know, standard housework stuff, but also, like, making clothes, just making stuff, too, candles. They were doing a lot of work. You just could not be, like, paid for it or own a lot of stuff, especially if you were married.
An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage. Enemy double kill.
So,
Your turret has been destroyed.
and it's not that there weren't powerful women. I mean, you had, like, Queen Elizabeth, and, like, there obviously were some, for sure. But, by and large, I think, the consensus is it was probably a bit harder to be a woman back then. Not to mention the fact that I don't know what the probability was. You could just flat out die in childbirth, but it was probably like at least 10 or 15%. Women like manual labor. I'm waiting. 0 women doing dangerous jobs. There's a lot of them. It's tough. I'm not saying that a lot of women would love doing manual labor, but I'm just saying freedom itself is something that a lot of people don't really appreciate, and I've never really lost my freedom either. But it's something that it's hard to appreciate until you don't have it anymore. Anyone that's been to jail can probably attest to that. I've never been to prison or jail, but freedom is extremely valuable, and it's, once again, it's one of those things that a lot of people just get normally without having to work for it, and they just assume that it's there, but it's not always there. Especially for a lot of people throughout history.
Deluxe is good, man. Damn it.
We're just gonna get run over. Jesus. Yeah, this started off so well. Then it went so south. I don't know. I'm just saying that's something that I didn't really think about too much, especially like reading literature and stuff, until I had several classes on it. And I mean, not all women are like, there was a lot of nuance among women on like the ideal woman and how women should be treated and stuff like that. It wasn't all uniform. Like George Eliot, for instance, who's a woman, Marion Evans. She just went by a male pen name just so she'd get more respect. She was always talking trash about other female novelists who were basically writing soap operas and stuff. And she's just like, yeah, a lot of women are writing garbage.
Stop there.
All right, man.
I don't want to get demoted.
Understandable.
I'll catch you.
All right, see you.
Good
man.
games though.
Yeah, good game. So yeah, there was, what did I say, the mid 1800s, there was a reform that allowed a little bit more of it. It's hard to just wiki something like that. It's one of those things you'd have to look for a book. This is mostly like new stuff. Okay, so this was passed in. So before 1882, the Married Women's Property Act, women could not own like their own property in marriage. Da 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 da. Was found, English law automatically gave the oldest son the right to all real property, and the daughter only inherited real property in the absence of a male heir. The law remained on the statutes until 1925. Fathers often provided them with dowries or worked into a prenuptial agreement to try to pin money. I'd have to find something other than Wiki to look this up, man. I mean, I don't think that... I don't know. I'm not going to spend that much time looking that up right now, but I can just tell you, personally, it was rough. Wasn't it the first registered death to air pollution? Well, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like with air pollution, you're never going to say, oh, it was air pollution, you know. I mean, I guess it could be registered officially, but it's just like all the cancer and just all these other problems that lead up to stuff. It's like, does smoking ever kill anybody? No, you're not going to die with a cigarette in your mouth, probably. It's like, it's the COPD, the pulmonary disease, you know, the cancer, all of these secondary things. Yeah. Huh.
You used to be cool.
I don't even know, like, what was... We just got blasted last game. Oh, okay. Women and their rights and money. Against Lux. God, Lux is so annoying.
Let's dance.
I wanted to play Thresh. Oh, Jesus. Please don't play Vagar. Oh, God. These, like, chain CC bottom lanes. What do I even play into that shit? I might dodge this. You gotta play some kind of engage on the Lux, but... I mean, Bard, basically, where you can just engage past all of their nonsense. He's not necessarily OP, he's just, like, really good into Rakan. We are kind of on our one tricks. What is this guy on Kane? Olaf. I mean, Olaf can run through all that. Dude, that's so much CC, though. I just don't think there's any way we win this. I mean, that was just gross. I don't know how Katarina and Misfortune even operate, like, with that team. I don't even think there's anything I could have played. I mean, Olaf is good into that comp, but it's just like the Katarina, the Aatrox, and the Misfortune were just going to get annihilated, and me. It'd be very difficult. I mean, that team comp was so tough to deal with. Maybe, but, like, I don't know, man. Yeah. We just didn't have a lot of CC. Like, I just don't think there's anything I could have picked that would have mattered. Like, that kind of comp into Katarina and Aatrox is just lights out, I feel like. I mean, maybe we just completely outplay them, but... I don't know, David. Some people are just inconsistent. If she says leave her alone, I guess I would just wait for her to contact you. I mean, like I said, that's the best thing I could tell you. If she's really getting on your nerves, just ignore her. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it can be weird sending mixed messages. I mean, maybe she has... Like, ideally, how would you beat that comp in an ideal situation? Probably some kind of really strong split pusher with really early pressure from the jungle. So if you had, like, Camille top, and then jungle, maybe jungle Nunu or something. And you just camp the hell out of top. You get the Camille really fed, and then you have a competent Ezreal bottom who can just sort of play safe. And if I play something that can roam, maybe like Bard, I think would have been pretty good. Then maybe that could have been all right. But, yeah, I mean, she might be in a complicated situation, too, man. I don't know. It's hard to say exactly what's going on. I don't remember if I was talking to you or somebody else yesterday. I was talking about dating or something. But she might just be conflicted, man. Maybe she's having a hard time with some other guy that you don't know of. She's trying to flirt with some other guy. He's not flirting back, and then you're just kind of the fallback, the nice guy. Basically, kind of like what OG. I mean, that, once again, these are huge. It could be any number of things, but it sounds like you're the friend. Like, she's trying to friend zone you, is what it sounds like. And I would say, you know, you got to expand your horizons a little bit here too. Like, maybe she's not interested in dating you right now. She's got friends, right? So if you just like friend zone it with her, maybe she'll hook you up with one of her friends. Or maybe you can talk with one of her friends. So, it can be good just to have a network of girls that are friends. You don't have to date everyone that's cool, you know, that comes through, or try to make a pass at them, right? You can just say, all right, we're going to friend zone this, and then maybe you just network, and eventually you find, you know, one of her friends. Maybe she can hook you up with. I mean, that is true, but I think you can do it in a tactful way that's not sexual harassment, though. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of what Mara said. I mean, I try to stay away from religion as much as I can on the stream, but I think a lot of it is not understanding the context that, like Christianity, for example. I mean, all religions are very similar, but like that, the Bible is not one book, right? It is dozens of books that were written over thousands of years in different cultural contexts for different people, different audiences.
You used to be cool.
So, you know, trying to read something, like combine something from the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, if you will, you know, picking something from Proverbs and trying to combine that with something out of, you know, Mark from the New Testament and trying to apply that to a contemporary situation is like you're skipping 1,000 years from like Proverbs to Mark, or 2,000 years maybe, and then you're skipping another 2,000 years to contemporary. And so I don't know, it can definitely get kind of wonky. And they were all written by people, right? Prophets per se, but still people who can have, you know, it's an interpretation of a divine message, you know, in the theology of it. So, that's why there's not one gospel in the New Testament, right? There are 4 different ones because those are 4 different perspectives on the same events in different contexts over different periods of time. So it's like understanding that is really important. But anyways, I don't want to get too far into that. But well, I think it can have good messages and it can be very good for people. This thing is, the context is important whenever you're interpreting something like that. But anyways. Well, that's the thing too, what Toos is saying. It's like, girl not that into you, so she tries to introduce you to her friend who is not as cute. True. But, I mean, at least they're trying. Okay. Well, maybe she's into you then, based on that. Maybe she's into you, but she doesn't want to do long distance, and so she doesn't want to let herself get hurt. Right? So she doesn't want to be too into you because she knows it's not going to last. So that might be what it is, right? Maybe she's conflicted about that. Like, she wants to be with you, but she knows that long-term can be difficult. I don't know if we can win this or not, but whatever, I'll play it. Alright, we'll wait a second. I wasn't too thrilled. Like, Master Yi plus Zillion is kind of rough. So I think that's that. Given that context, I think that's what the read is that she probably likes you, but she doesn't want to open herself up to something that is just going to fall apart anyways if you have to move. But I don't know what the misunderstanding or whatever is. Is this guy trying to hit me up on OnlyFans? What is this? Was this somebody from the queue? Is that somebody from the queue? I think he was referring to me as an e-girl because I picked Nami. Yeah, long distance is very difficult. I mean, not everybody says that. Everybody knows that. But it just depends on what your goals are and what's going on. But it has worked, but especially especially when you don't have any basis for it, it can be tough. If you've been with somebody for a couple of years and then they get deployed or they have to move somewhere for a year or two or something like that, and you already have, you know, a history with them, then like maybe you can make it work. But yeah, I do kind of what Mara does. It sounds like, from what I understand, she keeps telling him to leave her alone, but then she keeps like messaging him back and stuff like that. So just let her make the move, man. I mean, that's it. It sounds like she wants to try to work this through on her own. So that's what I would say. You know what? I want to see if I can get another Thresh game. The other dodge timer should be over by now. Just let her run the show, if you even want to be part of that show. Like I said, I mean, maybe just support her, but you know, maybe as far as like dating opportunities, maybe keep your eyes elsewhere. I don't know. There's something to be said for carpe diem. It just depends on the girl, man. I mean, if you're moving, it's hard. Like, you can't always be thinking about eventually, right? You know, if you're thinking, oh, eventually I'm going to be moving in 6 months and this and that, it's like, I mean, eventually everybody's dead too, right? If you're waiting for the perfect scenario, it's probably not going to happen. So, I mean, some people are cool with that. Like, hey, we got 6 months. Let's just have fun. Let's see what we can do. You know, let's just have a good time for these 6 months. Then, you know, some people are totally cool with that. But some people are like, well, you're not going to be here in 6 months long term. But no one really knows what the future is, right? So, I think sometimes some of the best sort of, you know, encounters that I had with people, I'm not necessarily saying one night stands and things like that, but it was stuff where it was, you know, limited time, right? Like, we knew it probably wasn't going to last forever, but it was still good, and I don't regret it, even though it didn't really last forever. I mean, there's one girl that I dated where she was going to go to Ireland for a semester study abroad, and it was, you know, became kind of apparent after a couple of months or whatever that we were not going to work out long term, but she was a lot of fun. I think she had fun with me. You know, it was one of those kind of fiery relationships. I don't know. I would not want a permanent fiery relationship, right? Where you're just like making up, getting in arguments, and there's a lot of passion and stuff in that. That can be interesting. I personally would not want that long term. Some people don't mind that long term, but it was fine. I don't regret it. It was cool. Like, I knew it was a limited time deal. I knew that, I think maybe she wanted to try to stay together from like her going away for half a year to Ireland, but I was just like, I don't know. And we're still like semi friends. Like, I think I can talk to pretty much anybody that I've dated for the most part. I could message him up and be like, hey, what's up? Just in a friendly like way. But you know, so there's something to be said for that, but it's just complicated. Depends on what she wants, kind of where she is. So I would just let her run the show on that. Looking for a wifey. Yeah. I mean, that is a nice goal. I mean, kind of what Matt said too. I just keep your eye open to other options. I know that's difficult to do. especially when you're younger. And I was the same way, just because you haven't seen that scenario play out a lot, where it just doesn't work out with someone and you meet somebody else who's also cool, you know, a month or two later. I can't peel. Not like. Whatever, I just want to practice Thresh. I mean, Thresh is never, like, it's rare that he's, like, an actively a bad pick. I just feel like something like a Nami or a Rakan would probably be better, because I can't, like, peel the Malphite with Thresh very well. I guess I could lock it in Redemption, and that'll be fine. Katarina with Black Shield's gonna be really obnoxious. I'm gonna get one magic resist rune. But yeah, I mean, just chill on it. It doesn't sound like it's... I mean, who knows? Maybe she does holler back at you. But yeah, I would try not to sweat it. I know it's difficult to deal with that, but... Emotional damages. Nice. Well, there's a lot of debate and discussion about video game addiction. It's similar to gambling addiction, I guess, which is really defined a lot more by, like, how much it's affecting other aspects of your life, maybe. So it's not necessarily what you're doing, it's what you're not doing that's defining the addiction there, right? So I mean, with drugs, there's actually physical addiction, but with something that's a mental addiction like gambling, a lot of times it's defined by, like, what's not happening in your life and how disruptive that is, rather than what you're actually doing. So you can, for instance, go to the store every day and just buy scratch-offs if you want, drop $5 on lotto tickets, and if you're just living a normal, functioning life, then a lot of, you know, if you are, and it's like, what is a normal functioning life, though, especially in 2020, right? So it's so difficult to define that stuff, but it's usually if you are actively sort of sabotaging your life to do this one activity, then it starts to become classified. If it's debilitating, it becomes classified as an addiction. There are plenty of people who bet on stuff and even bet big, and it's not really that debilitating. It depends on how much money they have. He waited that second to click on it. So with, like, video games, you know, you can play for 8 hours a day, and if you're still getting work done, if you're happy with it, you know, if it's not ruining your life in some way, which once again is kind of subjective, then is it really an addiction? I don't know. Because some people work for, you could say some people are addicted to work, right? The only difference is they're presumably making money. You know, some people work 80 hours a week and it, you know, ruins their marriage and how much it is impacting the rest of your life. So, I mean, yes, usually it is a lot of time spent doing an activity, like gambling or video games or something like that, but I think you can spend a lot of time doing something and still not necessarily be addicted to it. I think there's like a 5-step checklist on things like that, whether it's an addiction or not, but... Oh, well, it depends. I mean, my wife talks to her ex sometimes, or one of them. It's fine. It depends. Yeah. I mean, it just depends on the dynamic of the relationship. I personally don't care. Holy shit. The cheese bot level 2. Level 3, I guess. Why still stay in contact? I mean, it's not like they cease to exist as a person, right? If you just enjoy talking with them about different stuff, I think that's fine. You're just like, I mean, one of the main differences, I think, in just being friends and being a boyfriend or girlfriend is just the sex. So it's like, if you take away the sex or the physical part of it, like, maybe you enjoyed just hanging out and chatting with the person. I don't know. But some people can't do that, you know. Some people would be very tempted to get back together with that person, right? It just depends. I think it can be challenging for both people to just be friends, right, after you've been in a relationship. But I think if both people are dating somebody else, I think it's a lot easier to do that. But it just depends on the people and how much they had in common before. Was it just the sex? If it was just the sex, then no, there's probably not a point in talking with them anymore. But it just depends on how jealous, you know, your partner is, and how susceptible you might be to a relapse, right? Are they right to be jealous? Or is there, you know, are you going to be tempted to hook back up with this person again and cheat on your current boyfriend? It just depends on the person. Some people, you know, don't trust themselves with that type of thing, and some people just, you know, maybe the boyfriend's been burned before by a girl that's cheated on him, and maybe it just really bothers him. So, you know, you just don't do it just out of respect for your boyfriend or girlfriend, but it just depends on the person. All right, my wife wouldn't mind if I talked to an ex, and she talks to an ex sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. Just about funny stuff. He's just kind of he's a character. So it just really sort of depends. Oof. If I would have hit that and she didn't black shield it, maybe we could do something, but... But I think that it's... Yeah, it just depends. I mean, I'm not one of those... Please, Vayne. Okay, double. Overcommitted for that, but... I agree, Mara. It's tough. I mean, I'm not the kind of person that would, you know, ever be tempted to cheat. But some people, that's just a real thing, and they're just being honest with themselves. Like, hey, I really like my current person, but that last person was a lot of fun, and maybe I can, you know, maybe I can get some action on the side or something, you know. I don't know. Like I say, it's hard for me to get into that, but I know some people are just tempted by things like that. So it just depends. But I think that you can definitely be friends with an ex, but I think it's easier if both people are dating someone else. Because then if there's still one person that's kind of like still wants to get back together and the other person doesn't, I think that's always going to be something that's a little weird, you know, a little difficult to get past in a friendship. And some people are just better at, or just, they have an easier time moving on than other people too, for whatever reason. And it's not to say one way's right or one way's wrong, but, yeah, I'll rotate it over. I know, dude. They had priority. Yeah. Their jungler camped bottom early, and it was a problem. I mean, they're going to be on Dragon, man, so they're going to come get us. But maybe I can get them out. No, I think we're probably just dead. You gonna kill the Malphite for that, though? Nah. Malphite ulted to stop that. Backup plan? Oh. With boy best friends? Sort of. It depends. Yeah. I mean, it's complicated. Depends on, like, friends with benefits type of stuff. I think there are tons of girls that would just be totally cool with, like, just having a guy best friend that's not a sexual interest. I think it's much easier for girls to do that than guys. I think with guys, sex is always on the table. Or they're always cool with sex is on the table. A lot of people are. I mean, that's why I said earlier, I think a lot of girls are, you know, that's why they like to hang out with, or some girls like to hang out with gay guys, because that's something they don't have to worry about. It's not on the table. They're not interested in having sex with you, so you can you don't have to feel that sort of awkwardness about, like, well, I want to be friendly, like, I want to be a friend, but I don't want this guy to think I'm interested in him, you know? Okay. We needed that. I don't know where Cat is. Okay, that was good. We really wanted that. But yeah, if you're friend zoned, I mean, some dudes are cool with that or not, you know? I think some girls aren't meaning to manipulate guys into giving them a chance. They just actually want to have a guy that's a friend, you know? So, I mean, I felt like I led myself along with several girls when I was younger. I was like, well, maybe there's a chance. And my friend would just be like, dude, she's just leading you on. And it's like, maybe, but some girls just legit can't help but lead you on because you won't believe that that they really don't want to date you right then. And some girls change their mind about stuff. Maybe they don't want to date you for a while, and then there's just all of a sudden this awakening, like, I've dated these 3 dirtbags in a row. Maybe I'll give Tim a chance or something like that, you know? So people change their mind, too. I don't know. It's complicated. I think just go with the flow and just be chill and, you know, you'll find somebody that wants to date you. But there is a certain strategy or a certain game to it, to an extent. It's just weird. Relationships between people where there's like a maybe in there can be difficult to navigate sometimes. I mean, that's why, like, relationships probably the most popular thing to discuss in any form of media ever, because it's like one of the most difficult things to sort of decode in life. Because there's so many, it's so contextual.
Shut down.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, if you don't like the way that she rolls, don't roll with her. You know what I mean? I know it's easy to say that, you know, because you might be really into her, you might have this great history of her, but I'll just say it'll make your life a lot easier and a lot less stressful if you just open up your mind to the possibility of other girls. I think that will help a lot, especially at 18. And that's something that people told me all the time, some version of that, and I just never listened. I'm like, no, but this girl. Jesus Christ. It's Katarina Roman, man. And that TP is just brutal. Why would you turn on that? Like, they're all there, dude. Jesus Christ. Katarina just got like 3 kills out of nowhere. Now, some people like a little mystery too. I mean, I don't know. I would say just don't waste your time with people that you don't enjoy being around. I mean, I know that sounds like overly simplistic or whatever. It doesn't mean you have to be rude. You just have to be like, all right, I'm going to go talk to somebody else, you know? Like, I don't think you ever have to be rude about things, but, you know, just to some extent, you have a little bit of a choice. I know it's difficult. But you do have some sort of choice in how much you let people bother you to some extent. It can take practice to not let people bother you, but if you sort of cultivate a, you know, a chill mindset or whatever, you can figure out that if you don't want something to bother you, it doesn't have to bother you. To some, I mean, that's with me. I know some people have a harder time messing with that kind of stuff, but that's just something that I've kind of learned over time is like, if you just, and I think keeping a broader perspective is really helpful with that. That's why I keep talking about, like, just go talk to other girls. You will find out there are other cool girls out there that will treat you better than she's treating you right now. They're out there, I promise. There's like 3 billion women out there. Same thing with girls having guy problems. It's just sometimes just opening up that perspective a little bit can help, because it's so easy to get trapped in the moment. And to just say, you know, this moment is so important and it's so unique. And I mean, sort of, maybe it is, but there are a lot of options that I think it's easy to overlook. Please, dude. Oh my god, really? She's gonna get away? No, we got her. Okay. Yeah, if there's a, yeah, if she's only 16, it depends on your state, but I'd be careful with that. It doesn't mean you have to give up on her permanently either, right? If you just talk to other girls, like, you're just giving her, that's what she's asking for, is the time and the space, right? And that might be a huge thing too that's intimidating for her, is it's like, if you're going to be in college and she's in, you know, still in high school, that can be different. I don't think 2 years, I mean, it is a difference at that age, but legally I don't think it's a problem, in most states at least. Damn it, she got the ignite off. But yeah, just give her some time, talk to some other girls. Who got that? Did Cat? We need Cassidon to get kind of big. I mean, I don't know. I get it. She's obviously someone who's very special to you. But just give her the space, man. I don't know. Focus on some other stuff. You don't even have to date other people. I mean, you know, there's always kind of this myth, always you have to be dating somebody. It's fine if you're not. Like, work on something else that you want to do. You can, you know, talk to other girls and stuff like that, but you can also just, you know, try to get better grades in school, or go work out, or go learn a new skill. Go play some more League. Go watch TSP some more. You know, it's fine. You don't always have to be dating somebody to be happy. In fact, a lot of people would argue dating people, you know, can definitely make you feel unhappy, right? It just depends on who you're dating. Oh my god, the black shield though. But yeah, it's like once you just become a lot more comfortable with yourself and just say, this is who I am, you know, to some extent, like... that can help out a lot. Shameless plug. Everyday problems to attract slub. That's right. Who needs a girlfriend when you got TSP? We will be your girlfriend. Hashtag OnlyFans. Hashtag Grinder. Hashtag cosplay. Hashtag genderbender. Hashtag unemployed. I really don't know like what would happen if I legit had an OnlyFans or solicited myself on Grindr, or you know, some Grindr doesn't necessarily have to be like a hookup site, I guess, but they did have us fill out a conflict of interest form where you do have to disclose any other forms of income that you have. Is that Katarina? No, it's Malphite. Okay, we got them off of it. They're still trying to do it, but... Well, I hooked her. Hopefully that kills her. Yeah, I think she was still CC'd in the, Yeah, I think we just kill them all right here, right? I think she was still CC'd for the 1.5 seconds when he, pulled her into the void. I feel like Grindr does have to be a hookup site. I don't know. I had someone tell me, like, it's not what it's made out to be before. It's just like Tinder for gay people, but I don't know. Where?
Shut down.
I wish they would ping it. Shit. Well, one of them still has it. But yeah, I don't know, like... I wasn't sure if he had his ult or not, so I was trying to make sure he died. Nah, let's just get out of here. What, dude? I killed Malphite. You overcommitted in the dark and got binded. What the hell she wants? very insecure about her talking with other guys. Well, I mean, that's the thing, man. Maybe she does talk with other guys. I don't know. I mean, I know that can suck, but like, once again, if you expand your horizons, if you just talk to other girls, if you're not committed, that's the vibe she's giving off, man. I mean, sometimes even talking to other girls might make her realize how much she would miss you if she didn't have you. That's not necessarily playing games, that's just being real, right? I mean, I did that with my wife to some extent. When we first met, we were dancing. I danced with some other girls at this dance thing, and I could see her, you know, kind of looking over, a little jealous, you know? So there's a right and a wrong way to do that, but I think communicating, hey, you're gonna miss me if I'm not here, sometimes is easier to do with actions than with words. So I mean, you gotta be careful though, because you don't want to use other girls as just like a pawn in your game, to some extent. At least I think that's problematic, ethically. To just talk to some other girl just to make this one girl jealous. But if you're like earnestly, you're like, hey, she told me to back off, I'm backing off, I'm talking to someone else. I might legit be interested in this someone else, but I might still want this girl back. I think it's perfectly fine to explore your options. And then if she gets jealous and wants to holler at you again, and you're okay with that, then it could actually work. I think that a lot of times actions speak louder than words is kind of the meme goes, right? Okay, we almost aced him. Use DSPpornhub.com for free premium week. Dude, I don't know how that would feel. I mean, what would they do? It seems like that would be some form of discrimination. They ask you if you want to market it towards,
In life, you are heroes and villains.
well, I can't answer that one for you.
My children.
I don't know. I mean, I've been there totally where, you know, there's just a certain girl you're into and you don't want to be into anyone else. Hey, thanks, Javster. Actually, I wanted to be a psychologist when I went to the university. I think I could have been pretty good at it, but I wanted to be a psychiatrist, but I don't know. It just seemed... If it was like old school, I guess counseling would be something I'd be thinking of more. I think I could definitely do that and I would like that. But I was just thinking of like the Freud kind of talk through problems, kind of like what we're doing here, but there's so much in like pharmacology and, you know, giving people drugs for their problems.
Enemy killing spree.
Shit, is this just in time for Baron again? Why is she, like, what? I'm not even close.
Why must they fear me?
Yeah, overcommitted to that. I gotta shut down on the morgue, but it's like, who cares? Well, I mean, that's tough, man. That's a tough situation. I mean, I could tell you to try to talk to someone else, but I mean, I've totally been there before too, where you just can be obsessed with a certain girl and... Is Mord still here? Did he ult? I can't freaking see anything. That's some nice healing. It is nice to talk stuff out, I think. I mean, I always found it helpful. We didn't really have a lot of internet stuff, especially not a thing like this. Guess I could just get staff flowing water. Sure.
Do not worry, my dear spirits. You will all be safe in my collection.
I know it's just there are some girls, you know, just as an example, there were several girls who are like, man, this girl is really cool, I'm really into her, there's not gonna be anyone like that. And then I met my wife. I was like, she's the best by far of any of the girls that I ever dated or wanted to date. And I mean, some people are good for friends, good for dating, and other people are good for marrying, and like long-time life partners. Those aren't always the same thing, too. But it's harder to figure that out until like later in the game. But, and I'm not just talking about like the sex, but just like sometimes people can be really funny and cool and stuff, but you just like really terrible with money, or a really terrible like just roommate or parent or something like that. You're always welcome to come on here and, you know, keep us up to date. We're happy to talk you through stuff. As always, it's a personal situation. You're gonna have your own read. We don't know you super well. We don't know her super well, or the dynamic, right? But we're just giving general advice. So hopefully that that can help you out. I'll give it to the Mord. The Mord and I had a nice little moment there. Jungle Death. Katarina wasn't that bad. I'm trying to keep up with it. I can't. It's hard for me to keep up with everything, but well, I'm sorry to hear that, David. Okay, good. Just hang in there, man. It'll be better. The sun will rise tomorrow, and if she says she doesn't want to get back together, I know that's tough to hear. I know she seems really cool, but just like, be around other people. For me, it always helped to hang out with other people. Like, I had some good friends, and you're welcome to come here and hang out. This is going to be it for the stream tonight. Unfortunately, I have to head out and take care of some other things, but you know, just hang out with your real life friends, or join some kind of club or something, you know, where you can go and just do stuff and just kind of take your mind off of it and just open your mind up a little bit, you know, look at other girls, think about some other girls, right? Just say, hey, she seems kind of cool. I don't use like dating app stuff or whatever, like Tinder or any of that type of stuff, but there probably will be other cool people. Now, they're not going to have the same history you have and things like that, right? But you know, if she just doesn't want to get back together, and it's okay to be like upset. That's not weird to be sad or distraught by something like that. It's natural. It's fine. You know, so we're telling you strategies to move on, but it's okay to just take a little time and just say, hey, you know, I'm not happy about that, right? And just, you know, don't go too far with it. Don't get into too dark of a place, but it's not, you know, it's not, you're not unusual or weird for feeling it. I think everybody's felt that at some point, so. And like I said, it's not like you have to completely throw her to the side. You know, you can appreciate the good moments, the stuff that worked. You know, sometimes life is just like a novel, too. There's certain chapters, right? Like that was a chapter of your life that is closed. But that's fine because now you get to move on to the next chapter, right? And then there will be other people that you meet that'll be cool, girls and guys. Other things you'll get involved in when you go to college, right? Other interests that might step up. And, you know, sometimes I do miss, like, not only just, like, some things about girlfriends or whatever, but just other friends in the past I've had, you know, guy friends that just I would like to hang out with. But if I think about right now, if I were to try to bring all of the cool people I've ever met or had a good experience with into my life right now and manage that, there's no way I could do it. I just don't have time to do it, right? To hang out with hundreds of different people on a regular basis. There's just no time, right? So the fact that, you know, I moved away from some of those people or just don't talk with them as much anymore, don't hang out with them as much anymore or whatever, has freed up space for me to hang out with other people and do other things, to meet new people that I would not have otherwise met, right? So there's some, if I still was hanging out with everybody that I hung out with in elementary school, and I still do have a few friends that I was friends with in elementary school, but I would not have put myself in situations where I would have met other cool people and had the time to, you know, hang out with them and get to know them, right? And so sometimes this can actually end up being a decent thing in disguise. Even though it feels like it sucks right now, it might open doors for you down the line. So for instance, if I was still dating, there's this one girl that I was really into, or I really liked her, but she was kind of bad news and sort of not treat me very well. Kind of like what you're talking about. If I would have kept dating her or just like not been over her, and it took me a couple months to get over her, honestly, but if I'd still been wrapped up in that, then I would not have met my wife, right? I would not have asked her to go out on a date because I would have still been, you know, obsessed with this other girl. But that was really where it kind of changed, right? It's kind of broadened my mind a little bit, and I was just like, you know what? I was like 24 or something. I was like, I don't really have to be upset about this. There are other cool people out there. Like, yeah, I miss her. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, if she hollered back at me, I probably would have hollered back at her, right? But, you know, I was eventually kind of found peace with that. But anyways, okay. But that's going to be it for tonight. Good chat. I had fun. We got to play some different champs in there. I do like Thresh. I do want to try to learn and play Thresh some more. He does feel... He's kind of like Rakan in that he just feels like he always has a chance to make some plays. But anyways, that's going to be it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll try to, you know, my sleep schedule's still kind of messed up, but I'll try to see if I can get back on around midnight or so. And we'll get back at it. So I did just release a Rakan guide, so check that out. And then I'll try to see if I can do a new tier list tomorrow, kind of like a Christmas tier list or whatever, or a tier list of league champions released around Christmas time. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and we'll see everybody next time.